Okay, hello. Nobody here yet. I am new to this. I am so new to this. So much I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay, here's the chat. this and define the task for it. Tasks. Okay. Somebody jumped in and jumped out again. Okay. Can live with that. Alright, so we're working on adding repair and other tasks. Let's decide where to put them. Seconds average. I'm still trying this, you know. So there's somebody watching actually. Hi. Hi there. "27 seconds average." What duration? Oh, this is such a joke. Okay. Oh, I don't have a good icon for that. This will go to code. And I don't know if my days can be longer than 12 hours, so I should arrange this. Okay. So, manning the watchtower. Now I can add this to the watchtower. Then I need to copy from here the click through propagation. Okay, so hi there. Be a good guest and say hello, because I don't have many people watching, so I'm not, talking without stop to nobody. But if there are people watching, I will be I will be happy to say hi and explain what exactly I'm doing in more detail. So let's go to this one. Okay. One thing that is terrible about Unity is that this compiling and reloading is always such a drag for every small change. Okay, here we go. And then in context menu, I can access it. Where's my context menu? Here we go. Then we can start setting up the buttons. Very good. So we So we don't have tile anymore. That was from old code. When I'm putting it in building controller BC, there. So let's check if it's possible. This we need to pass through as well. Yes, we should actually calculate this here. Okay, nah, I just defined it. It's here. Because then return false. Catching is returned true. There we go. Check resources as well. Check resources as well. I could do it here. This is actually fun. Hi guys. Just see from time to time over here that actually somebody is watching. I don't know if you come here through Facebook or by chance through YouTube, if this is what you expect or not. I'm just chilling, writing on my game. And if you have any questions, go and ask. I'll be happy to answer. If there's an interesting discussion, I will just stop writing code and start talking to you guys. And yeah, that's that. At the moment, I'm just trying to add some more interactions here, thinking about this and that. And as always, writing new code is an opportunity to refactor existing code. For example, there is this There is the ghost behavior checker on can I build here? And that's not what I want, but there is also a build button controller there, which checks on resources. Right there's check resources. And maybe I can move that out. Maybe I can move that out. Used internally, yes. I think I can move that out, actually, and I can say, because I have construction defined as a task here. And interestingly, max work is 0. Okay, this I should build here in the task controller there. If max workers greater than 0, and so this way I can leave 0 here. Just leave 0 for unlimited. There we go. Okay, brilliant. Hey, 3 people watching. I didn't think I would. Maybe I will make 5. I said earlier that if I manage to get 5 people watching, I will be happy. Who knows? Maybe I will actually manage to get 5 people watching. Just writing silly code. But that's how it is. That's how games are built, you know. And yeah, and that's just that. This I actually don't use. I just put it here to make the channel more interesting visually. I actually need this window. So let's give me a bit more space there. And there in my ghost behavior. No, it was the build button controller. There we go. Because here I have just the, you see I can't, because the construction behavior is on the prefab that I haven't spawned yet. Okay, so this needs to stay here. Okay, that's fine. That's fine, not a problem. So, yes, it's available there. Okay, so if I have more than the number of workers, then fine, not available. And on the task prepare, I will overwrite this and I will say if is available. In C#, do you say base or do you say base or parent in C#? Anybody know? The base constructor. Let's just try, right? Let's just try. So if base is, if not base is available, then return false. And so return true. Okay, and here. Okay, here I need to know if I am actually damaged, which means I need to get the building controller. Okay, this is going to be fun. So I will override this and say public building controller PC. Then I will say if PC is null, then I will try to find it. Game object image. This I need. No. I need the actual game object. Good. No, why not? Yeah, okay. This is a problem. See, I am in. I'm in a scriptable object here. Okay, this is fun. I actually need to override the task controller and not the task. To override the task controller and not the task. You see, this is a scriptable object, which means it doesn't have access to runtime functions. So the solution is not to override the tasks. This is because I need actual code that accesses gameplay functions. So I need actually to override this is correct. This doesn't have. This is bullshit. This is nonsense. And this is nonsense, I think. So here I have already the override description and everything, so I can derive from there. So let's trash this. I don't need you. Then trash this. See, it looked wrong when I was doing it, but now it's becoming more clear. So then I will make here a folder set called tasks. Okay, and there I'll put this guy. And then I can derive from it this is then virtual. Alright. Okay, was it complaining here? I'm coming back to you in a second. Okay, so my task controller. People are watching, but nobody said anything. Are you shy, guys? Come on, post, write to the chat something like hello, who you are, and why you're here, randomly or... Okay, here's my repair task controller. Let's see, this should be good. So, repair task controller derives from task controller. Then I don't need all of this. But I do need my public building controller PC. Override available, very good, and then I can say if PC current health, because that's what we have defined here. somewhere. Building controller. Where's my building controller? My building controller. Here is the health. Right. And all I need to say is if current health is BC data health, then return false. Let's write this nicely with some comments. Not damaged. Okay. Right. We still didn't reach 5 watches, which is my goal for this stream. 5 people watching. So drag in your mother or your friend. Boyfriend, girlfriend, best friend. Pull in someone, okay? Just someone. So in case you're not aware what we're doing here, this is Black Forest. Here I'm working on these huts. This is how it looks like when you deal with it in the Unity editor. There's your UI, and this is actually the game scene from afar. You can move like this with the camera in-game as well, with some restrictions. I mean, I can do things that you can't. And then that's how it is. That's how I do it. So if I want to work on the game a bit, like say, I think now that fields are actually growing, this is actually a good idea. I should be doing this. Now that fields are actually working, I should put some fields around. Let's put there a field or two. Let's put here a field or two. Yeah, like this. And maybe one more over here behind this big house. Let's put that something like here. Yeah. Okay, great. So we have a few fields. And somebody dragged in their mother. Great. 4 watches. Excellent. In case you wonder, this is what a field looks like. And then it has sub-elements. And depending on how long ago you planted, there will be young wheat growing, or then it will switch to mature wheat, and then you can harvest it. And that's what I'm working on right now, to make functions like harvesting food available. So I'm using the repair task because it happens everywhere. So I now have a repair task controller here, and it's derived from task controllers. So what I can do is I can go into my house where I'm working on things. Why do I have this here? That's wrong. Okay, and I can say I want here not the task controller. I want here the repair task controller. Okay, why it doesn't show up? That's interesting. Yeah, of course, this I don't want. I want to hide this function. What suitable method found to override? So where's my task controller here? Triple, why not? Why not? Because if I leave this out, you will complain on me, compiler. Yeah, you see? Ah, yeah, I still have task repair here. Why? Task repair, go away. Okay. Okay, of course, yeah, I need override. And here I need virtual. Oh, we actually reached 5. Hey, black swirling menace dustball. Best university. Okay. Okay. Who is Cynthia? Right. And here I can assign the task controller, right? Why I can't assign the task controller here? That's interesting. That's interesting. So the repair task controller inherits from task controller, but I can't assign it here. Do I need an interface in C# for that? So Stack Exchange says it should work, but it doesn't seem to work. I can assign the task controller. Ah, yeah, I should actually. Why this does not show up? Because I'm still having compile errors. Yes, this of course, yes, and then yes, I need to go into my action buttons as well. You see, this is code from previous. I should rename them actually. Let's call them task buttons or context menu buttons. Let's call this task button and then we have an action. Okay. Now I can go into my context menu because now they are closer together here nicely. Okay. The only problem is that this will probably destroy my context menu, right? No, it survived. That's cool. All right, sometimes Unity surprises me. Okay, this survived. So I have an action button. And this, of course, is a task button as well. Now, and then in the task button, we have not tile action, but what do we call it from? What do we give it? Species available tasks. It's a task controller. It's a task controller. No, on task controller I don't have an icon, but I have the task. So that's task icon. And I have description here on the task controller, and this gets overwritten if I using it. Okay. Let's check what I get for errors. Right. So it is a bit tedious. I'm not a professional software developer, you know. That's why. But this is like handcrafting or hand painting jewelry. It's fun to do it. You know, maybe some factory in China will do it faster and cheaper, but it's still fun to just do it by yourself. Okay. So now I can go into my prefabs. All the buildings are here. I can open this and I can hopefully, there's my repair task controller. And what do I put for a task there? That's interesting. Okay, firstly, the building controller is from here. There we go. Now this is interesting. What do I put as a task to the repair controller? Put the construction task, which I have. I could put the construction task, then I would have the reference to the original, but I don't have a construction task actually. That's interesting. So what do I do here when nothing's referenced? Then let's see how far we get here, right? Okay, so we have this. I have the repair task controller, which tells me that if this is damaged, it should be available. And in the available tasks, I can put repair. Okay, wonderful. So this is my hut, number one. Number one, hut number one, I am using, where in the village? This is hut number one. So let's try. See what happens. Yeah, okay. Not what I expected. Now reference exception in task button 18. All right. All right, so apparently I do need let's use this as an override as well. Sprite and return task icon. Don't want to set it. And here we have public sprite icon. Let's check if the compiler likes that. I have no idea. And I'm reasonably sure that once I've got this working, I will go and refactor it, because it's starting to get a bit ugly. But okay. Okay, let's give him the new sprite. And then we go into the adding a nice icon there. I found one in one of the icon sets I'm using. So here the repair, and there I can add my icon. There we go. Okay. Okay. Let's see if this works. Well, thank you for watching, the few of you who made it. I'll be closing down in a few minutes. I'm just trying to get this to work, and for some reason it's still not showing up. Okay, that's interesting. That is interesting. Well, I will have to think about my model structure here, because I have tasks defined here, as well as in their controllers. And I might think about that again, because that's not a clean structure. Let's check. Sometimes I'm working on the command line because it's so much easier to just search I go through all the scripts just to understand where am I using tasks everywhere. There's not that much actually. Okay, game controller, I could clean this up because I'm actually not using it. There's a game controller and I have there something called global tasks, but I'm not actually using it. That was an idea that I had, but it's not going to be used, so I can clear this one out. And then I have everywhere, I think everywhere I am referring just to the, I mean, do I need tasks as scriptable objects at all? I think not. I think I need just task controllers. I think I need just task controllers, and I can make the gather task derive from the task controller and set these things here. I think that would make much more sense actually. I think that would make much more sense actually. So let's rename this to tasks because that's what it becomes now. And then this would become an interface actually. That's interesting. Yeah, that's going to work. Right. Watching someone think is a bit like watching paint dry, I guess. But that's how it is. So here we have a gather task controller. So we will not override that. And then a lot from basically everything that I put here in task, I'll bring there. Some of it there and some of it here. So this goes there and this goes to the general task controller, I think. Instead of task here, I will have wo habe ich's? There. So I will use bottom inspector here. So every task controller has a task icon and a task description. Let's just do this here, that's nice, okay. And I don't need that anymore. And I don't need that anymore, and I don't need that anymore. Much more clean. Much more clean. Much better. Okay, so this and the gather task controller would then use that. And we are using this as well. Now I'll get a bunch of compile errors, then I will fix them, and then it should be good. Task controller does not write. The game controller takes this. Hasn't right. Okay, this is quite specific. I will look at that calmly. And then here, this just goes like this. Okay, so we have one compile error left. And that is this one and this. Anyway, gather task finished. Where do I call this from? So task, it's in here and in here. How do I know if this is a gather task? Actually, it could be any task. It could be any task. You see, I can't think like this. I need more space. Much more space. Okay. Just like a controller. So okay, well, that's it. I wanted to stream till about 5. It's 5 now. Thank you for watching. I have no idea who you are and why you're watching. I think somebody in the middle just trolled me. And, well, my drink is over. My brain is smoking a bit. I'll refactor this. And then tasks will be working. Then I will enable context menus. I will show you how they look. I will show you at least what it looks like, okay, so that you came not for nothing. This is what the context menu looks like. When it's on, it will be like this. I decided that I will make a radial menu. These buttons will be dynamic, of course. They will appear or not show up, you know, as depending on which options are available. But that's it basically. This is the context menu you get when you click on, you know, some building somewhere in the game, and then that should be it, right? Yeah, wonderful. So I'll be fixing what's left of these compile bugs because I changed the task handling around. This will be. Well, this actually will be interesting because I will just offload this. Actually, I will just offload this because it's in the same controller. That's interesting. I will just check what I need here, and I will offload this to the gather task controller actually, and that should be it, I think. Right? That should be it. So this goes here, and I will run a and this will be do task. Right. And then in the game controller, I will just say do task. And I could even move that to the peasant and give this reference so that nothing can go wrong in these references actually. You see, that's how it goes. Where's my data object? Peasant, that's here. And I could say, because the current task is task controller, so I could just say here where it does all this other stuff, I can say public void do task, and that would yep. This is this, and there was one more that was here. Let's see. And I can close this tab. And that's it. You're still watching, guys. Very funny. Okay, close. And that's it. Yeah. Thank you so much. And that was an experiment for me. Streaming live how to write a game. I don't know if I will do it again, but there will be more live streams, probably of gameplay, which will be a lot more exciting and interesting than this. So see you around, guys. Bye bye.